Hello, sixth graders. Today we're going to be working with rates, rate tables, and unit rates. You're going to see this stuff every day in your life. So let's take a look how we can break this down. Problem number one, it says, bring nutrition labels from a variety of food packages and cans to class. The sample label is shown at the right. You're not going to be bringing anything in, but let's take a look at this here on the side. It says serving size is 1 slice. Servings per container, there's 20. So there's 20 of these slices in the container. For one of these, it's 65 calories. There's 9 calories from fat. Total fat is 2%. Total carbohydrates 12 grams. So whenever you're eating something, you can kind of see how many calories in it. Take a look at a candy bar or a can of pop. I think Mountain Dew, serving size is 1 can. I think it's like 170 calories for a can of Mountain Dew. So take a look at that. And diet Mountain Dew is 0 calories, but Diet Pop also has aspartame in it, so that's not good for you either, so I'm not sure. But take a look at the nutrition facts in the back of items. Here's another thing. It says express each rate as a per unit rate. So we have 143 players per 11 teams. So how many players is that per team? Well, you're going to take 143, you're going to divide it by 11, and that equals 13. So there's 13 players per team. This next one says $260 for 40 hours. So you're going to take $260, divide it by 40 hours worked, and that means you made $6.5 dollars per hour. So it'd be $6.50 per hour. I'm going to let you use a calculator when we're dealing with rates here, so that's why I have one in my hands. So let's take a look here. It says Candace types 150 words in 2 minutes. So what would that be in 1 minute? Well, if I take 150 and divide it by 2, I get 75. So over here, that would be 75 words in 1 minute. 2 minutes would be 150. In 4 minutes, that would be 300. 4 times 75 is 300. And in 5 minutes, she's typing 375 words. Sorry, this is going off my smartboard. 375 words per minute. So at this rate, how many words can Candace type in 5 minutes? 375 words. We can kind of use this as a fraction too. Complete the proportion to show your solution. So here we're going to be putting 75 words over 1 minute. So over there in 5 minutes, that is, that'd be how many words? All you do is 1 times 5 is 5. So 75 times 5 is 375. So those equivalent fractions help out, okay? Let's take a look here. How many minutes would it take Candace to type 1,050 words? Well, then you can just work backwards, right? So take 1,050, and you're just going to divide that by 75. You'll get 14 minutes. You can kind of see, complete the proportion to show your solution. So what we do is 75 words in 1 minute. So we want to know how many is 1,050. Well, how would 75 get to there? So we'd have to work backwards by dividing, which would be 14. Okay, let's keep going here. Now we're going to try this. It's going to be a little more complicated, so follow along with me, okay? And you can always pause it and see if you guys can figure it out as a class too. It says, how long would it take to lay 8 rows of 18 bricks at a rate of 4 bricks per minute? So we're going 4 bricks in 1 minute. Okay, 4 bricks. Let's put an S there. 4 bricks in 1 minute. We have 8 rows, so I'll just do this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 rows. There's 18 bricks. I'm just going to write 18B in each one. So how long would it take for each row? We should probably figure that out right away. Okay. I always draw out diagrams to help me think. Some of you need to probably do that more often. Okay. Well, I'd have to figure out, I'd probably have to do 18 divided by 4, because that would tell me how long 18 bricks would be. And if I do 18 divided by 4 on my calculator, I get 4.5. So this takes 4.5 minutes to do. So this is 4.5 minutes. Each one of these rows is going to take me 4.5 minutes. Probably don't have to write all these out, but I'm going to do it anyways because I want you to do it. So if I do it, then you should do it, okay? So we want to know How many 4.5 minutes? What does that equal? Okay, so how long will that be? We can do 4.5 times 8 rows. Okay, so times 8 equals 36. So express your answer in hours. Well, let's take a look here. So it's 36 minutes. They want us to express it in hours. So that would be 36 over 60, right? Because there's 60 minutes in an hour. So reduce this down, divide it by 6, divided by 6. You get 6/10. So it'd be 0.6 of an hour. That's how you'd express that one. Let's take a look at the next problem. Apples are on sale for 90 cents a pound. 1 pound is 4 apples. Trisha purchased a crate of apples for $10. How many apples should the crate contain? So we want to find out how many 90 cents, how many of these fit in 10 bucks, right? So we have to do 10 divided by 90 cents. Let's do that quick on our calculator to speed things up. We get 11.11. Okay. Key thing is about how many, so we're just going to take the 11, we're going to round it. So that there's 11.90 cents into $10. So that means I have 11 1 pounds. 11 pounds would be 4 apples, which means I get 44 apples in the crate. So it's about 44. That was a little easier. Okay, next problem. Practice. 7 equals 2 minus 5m, okay? What do we have to make m be in order for that to work? Well, I have a 2 here. So I have to do a leave add change. So I have to try and make this in here become a negative, because if that becomes a negative, then this will become a 2 negatives, which would be a positive. I have to add it to the 2. So that simply means m has to be a -1. Let's check our work. 7 equals 2 minus -1, 5 times -1, which would give me 7 equals 2 minus -5. Leave add change this thing. Leave add change gives me 2 plus 5, which equals 7. So that means it's -1. Next problem. What am I going to have to add to 0.054 to get to negative? Okay, let's take a look here. I'm getting a big negative number. I'm starting here. So what if I added, I'm going to have to take this away from a negative number. So that means I'm going to have to add 0.054 to this problem. Let's see what I get here. So if x is -1000 or 1.856. If that works here, let's see. -1.856 plus 0.54. So that means I'm going to take that away and I'm left with this for a negative. Perfect, that works as well. Okay. All right. So the biggest thing today is you have to find out what 1 unit is with the rate. And if you know what 1 unit is, then you can do the rest. It's really similar to if you know what like 1/3 is or what 1/5 is, you can do the rest. Or what 1/10 is, then you can solve the rest of the problem. Okay. Good luck, and hopefully this helps you a little bit with rates and proportions.